Alright, friends, I know I probably look a mess. It's because I kind of am. I didn't get much sleep last night. Violet, if you're new here, that's my grandbaby. She was really sick last night. She wasn't really sick, but she was running a pretty high fever. And she had a ER trip this morning, and ends up she has COVID, and she also has RSV. So we're a little bit worried about that. We know that, you know, God is always in control, and as much as we love her, he loves her more, but that doesn't stop my anxious mind and heart from worrying. So if you wouldn't mind, whisper a little prayer for her that she doesn't get super unwell and that she gets on the mend very quickly, because we're all a little on edge with that. And it's just been, without getting into it, it just seems like it's a season of fight in certain aspects of things. And just mostly pray for her, and that, you know, she heals quickly, and nothing really comes of it other than, you know, what already has, and that some light comes to some situations. And we'd really appreciate that. But this video is not for that, but I figured since I'm going to make sure this goes up right at the new year, which is tomorrow, so happy new year. I was going to try to get this up tomorrow, and it is the day before. It is December 31st right now, that we could use all the prayers, because prayers are always welcome. Prayers are always awesome, and especially in a time of need when they are for somebody, especially like Violet. They are all greatly appreciated. Like, I had people praying for her, and then got permission from my mom to share it on my social media, because, what did I share? Yeah. You know, Violet is my grandbaby, and they allow me to share her with you all, but I don't want to overstep and share things without permission that are personal. And so asked Mama, she said that was fine, because the more prayers you can get, the better. And so we just got a lot of people praying for her, and what more is better. So if you wouldn't mind just saying a little prayer for her. It is the first of the year. Happy New Year. I always go into the new year with some new Bibles, and I recently shared some fabric that I bought and some ribbon, but I can't find, there's one here. My desk is a mess. You can't see it because I'll make sure you can't. Oh, here it is. But I bought this fabric and these ribbons. I'm not too sure about the red. It might be all right. To cover one of my new Bibles, and I had a friend ask if I would share my Bible. I don't know if she meant all of them, but here we are. I'm going to share the Bibles that I'm going to go into 2026 with, because I thought that'd be fun. Maybe she wanted to see me cover the Bible. I did make a TikTok on that when I covered a different one that I don't even know where's at the moment. I think it's downstairs in my Bible bag. And I said bog on purpose because it's a bog bag and I use it for my Bibles. Anyways, I think it's down there. But I covered one, and it is beautiful. But I got a Bible that I'm super excited about. It's not the prettiest Bible, so I was like, you know what? We're going to throw a cover on it. So that's what that's for. But when I bought that, she was like, can you share the Bible? And I was like, sure, I'll do that on the other channel. And then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to share my 2026 Bible stack. So this is it. I'll just share it as a whole here. A little aesthetic, maybe a thumbnail. This is it. But there's also going to be more, and I'll explain that when we get there. So first things first is one that if you're from the other channel, you would have already seen. This is just the King James Holy Bible, the Holman Bible. I think it's a Holman. Now these, I think I can link all of these. I know I can link this one, and then this one. I'm pretty sure I can link this one as well. But I'll link them down below. But this one I got for a Christmas gift from our YouTube Creators Exchange. And I love this. I wanted a Bible I wanted this Bible specifically for my church Bible. I don't like sharing my notes because they're typically personal to me, and they got personal things. I don't really think this does. This is just church sermons. But I wanted one to take to church and to take notes in from church sermons. Now, I will write in the Bible. So far, I haven't really wrote in it. I've only wrote on the sticky notes that I bought and put in it. But this is specifically my church Bible, and so I wanted a King James for that because our church preaches out of King James, and I do not like taking like NIV or something and trying to read out of that while the preacher is reading out of something else and just not aligning. That messes with me, so I always attempt to take a King James version of the Bible to church. Now, I know some people have very strong feelings about what kind of Bible you should read. I was raised in a King James only version family and household, and honestly, it held me back from reading the Bible for a very long time. Once I explored the NIV Bible and the ESV, I think NIV is what I typically go toward. It was a game changer for me. So do not worry about, don't worry about translation, as long as it is the real, true Bible and you can understand it, you can comprehend it. That's all that matters. Because this one's a little tricky with some of the stuff that it says and whatnot. I have got better about it just because I've got more knowledgeable in the Bible. But when you're first starting out, the King James Version can be very intimidating. So this is my church Bible for the year. It is the, I can't remember. I think I said Holman on it. See if I can write. It just says note taking large Bible. I will link it down below. But yeah, this was a gift for me from Allie, and I love this. It is a treasure in every kind of way. So this is my church Bible. She also made me this. I'm gonna go ahead and share it really quick. Little pen holder and the little bag, and it just keeps it all together. Nice little cozy spot, and then I can just put it in like what I call the church bag, which also doubles as a diaper bag because Violet goes with us on Sunday mornings. So this is my church Bible for the year, and that'll probably be more than 2026, but that's the one I'm going into 2026 with. And I only got to use it a little bit, you know, here at the end of 2025 because I got that as a Christmas gift. I think at like the beginning of November, maybe ish, something like that. And then, which one? We'll do this one. This was a gift from my best friend. This is one of her favorite Bibles. She reads Truth Bibles. This is the Christian Standard Bible. And we both collect Bibles. And she was like, do you have one of these? I said, no. She's like, you collect Bibles too, right? And I was like, yeah, absolutely. So she got me this for Christmas. She also bought me tabs. And then it comes with a little cute bag. And even a little goose notebook. It was perfect. But I'm excited about this. I love Bibles. This is some of them. I've got some of them back here. And I have more. That's not all of them. I love to collect Bibles. It's just something about a fresh Bible that just excites me. Even though this one, I don't think I've ever written in. It's a hand-painted Bible. I won on Instagram a couple of years ago. I'm kind of afraid to write in that one. But it is beautiful. But this one is beautiful as well. There's not lines for note taking in this one. I should have just laid it down and got to give some video. But it is a beautiful Bible as well. And so I'm excited about this one. I need to put the tabs in. I've just not had time to do that yet. It's been a busy last of the year for us around here. So it always is. But usually right after Christmas it calms down. But it's just been, this year's not. Okay. But this is a beautiful Bible. So this will be one that I use for some of my Bible studies as well. This probably won't be a 2026 Bible. Like I said, like these are not, well, this one is Jonathan's Legacy Bible, but these are not like specific. They're just Bibles that I have, and this will probably fall into that category. Just sometimes I just grab one of these random Bibles and we'll do a quick read or just a quick study out of it. But usually I do typically stay on par with specific ones for the year. But this will just be one of my shelf Bibles, as we call it, that will be loved as well. And then the last one that I have to share, which is the one that I'm going to cover, because I don't really enjoy the way that this looks. It's not bad. It's just not my vibe. But this is a 1-year chronological Bible by Expressions. I knew what a chronological Bible is. If you don't, it's a Bible that is written in order of time as it went along through the history of Bible time. The typical, I knocked off my Keepy's head. The typical Bible is not like that. It goes by book. And so it will have you going back and forth with things in the Bible. This one doesn't. It is just straightforward from the beginning to the end. And it is super exciting. I bought Wendy one of these for Christmas, and she's not the one that she wanted, but she was very specific about what she wanted. And it was too hard to order online. Because she didn't want one that was super big. I thought I found one and got it, and it was like the size of legal pad paper. Too big, so I sent it back. So I bought her a chronological order Bible that was like filled with pictures and history. And the girl loves stuff like that. And so when she opened it up. She said, ooh, she said this was a good one. So she really liked hers. This one, however, what made me want this one is it is broke down My mouth is dry. This one is the New Living Translation. I hadn't said that. But this one breaks it down to daily scripture. What you read every day of the year. And I hope this isn't backwards because I'm using my phone to record this because I wasn't in the mood to drag out my gear. But it is in order of, you know, it says January 1st. And you have a certain amount that you have to read. There is a margin here. Is that what that's called? To take notes as you see fit. But I probably won't take notes in this. I will take, what I like to do is when I'm doing stuff like this, I'll take the notes that I get from this, like whatever crosses my mind or whatever, and I would transfer it into the Bible that I'm using for my note-taking Bible that year. Sometimes I don't switch it out every year, but I do there's something about a clean, crisp Bible that you're going to go in and just mark all over. Just something about it. It's like super refreshing and so fun to me. But I will just take this reading from the day and move it into whatever Bible that I'm in that day. And I really like how this is broken down today. So it makes it more, to me, it feels more like a devotional, but it's a Bible. And by the time you get to the end, like the end of December, if I stick with it, because I'm terrible at accountability when it comes to things, and when you get to the end, you've read the entire Bible in that year in order. So I'm super excited about this one. Like I said, I wasn't a fan of how it looked, so I wanted to cover it. I should have realized it had like florals in it. And then I went with cherries. This was my only option that they had at Walmart that I really liked, because I bought it spur of the moment at Walmart, and I didn't know when I was going back to Hobby Lobby. So I grabbed this. This is cute though. I mean, I like it. It just doesn't really match the vibes of the inside, but it's okay. So that is the 3 Bibles that I have to share that I will be going over, going through in 2026. I will be doing legacy Bibles though. I want to start them for both of my girls. Now I usually do one. I started Jonathan's many years ago. I think it was, I don't want to take it down because the goose is there. I'll take it down. I started his, I think, in 2023. I don't know if there's a note in here that says when I started it. Yeah, I started it in January of 2023, which was a big year for him. I started this for him then, and I've just been adding to it since. Just little notes. I do Bible studies in this. Like, I will take my notes from what I'm learning here and put into this Bible. Just little actual notes and pictures that I print off and put into here. Little actual notes to him that I've stapled in. And it's just a fun little thing, like a scrapbook almost kind of Bible. But it's just a legacy. Some of Violet's ultrasound pictures. And I have got behind, like I said, because my plan was to do one a year for the next 4 years for each of my kids. But I stuck with Jonathan's for 2 years. 3, 4, 5. 3 years. That's what I was thinking. So I'm going to get both of the girls this year and get started on both of those, because I want to at least have some in all of them. My plan was to get completely done with his and give it to him. But unless my heart changes, my heart changed, and I'm just going to keep it and just add to it as the years go along. When big things happen in his life, when things are happening and I want to pray and just focus on those, I will add it to that kid's Bible. In 2026, Wendy turns 16 and Lily turns 18. So I feel like a big year for both of them. And so I wanted to go ahead and get started on both of those. And maybe I might do them for 2 years. You know, really focus on them for 2 years. I'm not sure. Or I might just focus big on them both through 2026. And then jump into Nolan's in 2027 and try to get that started. Because something I want to definitely do for all 4 of my kids to have to pass down to them whenever the Lord tells me it's time to give that to them, or whenever my time here is done. I want them to have a little piece of my heart. And what better part of me to leave them than a Bible full of prayers and just stories of their life and just things that I'm thankful for them and things I prayed for them. And it just feels like such a special gift to leave all my kids. And I would enjoy and really would like to do it for all of my grandkids too. Ideally, once if I got caught up, I would like to do it like when somebody tells me they're pregnant, start then, and then, you know, go from there for each person in the family. I really would like to do that. So I am going to buy 2 Bibles of some sort for Lily and Wendy and get them started in 2026 as well. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. I'll have to stagger it, but we'll figure that out because I really want to get caught up and get, you know, at least something for all 4 of them. I thought about going ahead and even grabbing Nolan's and starting on his, but that might be a little bit too much for me to handle. But I'm definitely going to get started on the girls. So that is my Bibles for 2026. And I will link them down below in case you're interested in them. I think I can link Jonathan's too. I really enjoyed this one. This is the Hosanna Bible. And it's just, I got some stuff added to it. It's like, almost like a loaded Bible, but it's called a legacy Bible because it's for him, you know, for me to leave behind for him. And that's ideal of what they are. So anyways, I want to get both of the girls started this year. So I will have a stack of 5, but not really because this one lives in my purse and or my Bible bag. And I just use whatever. Like I'll even grab out some of these on occasion. I'll probably even grab out this one a time or 2. But that is going to be my Bibles for 2026. And I hope that you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching. I know it's kind of all over the place. I just wanted to kind of rush and get this put together for the new year. And mentally, I'm not there today. I'm not. I didn't sleep much last night, but I did want to go ahead and force myself to get it made for you. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye, friends.